Hey guys, so this video is going to focus on how to translate word statements into expressions or equations. So essentially you're going to be given a sentence and you need to try and translate that into actual numbers and symbols. So we're going to start off with this example we have here, a number subtracted from 12. Now it's very important to pay very close attention to every word in the sentence because almost every word means something. And it's particularly important to make sure that you notice the order in which it's said, because that's also very important on how it gets written. A lot of times, especially when you're translating into equations, part B of that would be to actually solve the equation. So if it's not translated correctly, then you're solving the wrong equation. So this is extremely important to understand how to translate these. These are also supposed to help you when it comes to working on word problems. The more comfortable you are with the math language and understanding what it's asking, the easier hopefully it would be to understand how to work a word problem. So here we have a number subtracted from 12. So the first thing that comes to mind here is that I have a number, and it does not say what number it is, it just says a number. So since we have absolutely no idea what that number is, most of the time if we're just dealing with a random number that we have no idea what it is, we're just going to label it X, right? Almost all the time our variable is X. And it says that this number is subtracted from 12. That from is a very important word there. So if we're going to take X and we're going to subtract it from 12, well, that means that we have to have 12 first. We have to have that 12 so that we can then subtract the X from it. So this is not X minus 12. That is the most common mistake for this particular problem. But this is saying that we have 12 and we are subtracting the X from it. So 12 minus X would be our answer here. So let's try another one. All right, so the next example that we have here says that 9 is multiplied by the sum of a number and 5. So it says we have a 9. And it's being multiplied by something. So I have a 9 and I'm going to times it by something. So it says 9 multiplied by the sum. Now sum is an addition. So that means I'm going to be adding something here now. And it says that I'm going to be adding, or I'm going to be taking the sum of a number and 5. So if I'm going to add a number and 5, well, remember, anytime it says a number, that's going to be X. And I'm going to be adding X along with 5. So that means X plus 5. So we're taking 9 and we're going to multiply it by X plus 5. All right, so our next example here says a number added to 3 times that number is the same as the sum of the number and 8. We have a few more things going on in this one, so we have to be extra careful here. So again, let's take this one word at a time. So it says that we have a number. And again, anytime it says a number, that number is going to be X. So we have X, and we are going, so it says a number added to 3 times that number. So I'm going to add this X to something. So if I'm going to add it to something, it means that I have to have something, right? A number added to 3 times that number. So 3 times that number. So if I have 3 times the number, that means I have 3 times that X. So I have this X here, and I'm going to add it to 3 times that X. And it says that this is the same as. So if it's the same as, that's just another way of saying that it equals. All right, so this number, so this X plus this 3X is the same as, so it equals the sum of the number and 8. So this is going to equal a sum. And again, remember, sum is an addition. So I'm going to be adding, and it says that I'm going to be adding a number and 8. So that number is still X, and I'm going to add that with 8. So So here I have 3x plus x, and this is going to equal x plus 8. We're not going to solve this one here. We're just focusing on the translating. So this right here is exactly what that would translate into. But let's try one more. All right, so here we have our last example. So let's go ahead and read through this. It says that we have 2/3 of a number subtracted from 5 times that number, and that this is the same as 1/4 of that number plus 10. Okay, so starting at the beginning, 2/3 of a number. Now, the important thing there is the word of. So if you don't know this, the word of actually means to multiply. So if I have 2/3 of a number, that means I'm going to take 2/3, excuse me there. I'm going to take 2/3 times x. So 2/3 of a number is just 2/3 x. And it says that this is subtracted from 5 times that number. So if this is subtracted from, so we're going to minus this from something. So it means that we already have that something, and we are going to subtract the 2/3 away from it. And that's something that we have. So we are subtracting this from 5 times that number. So 5 times that number is just 5 times x. So we have 5 times x, and we're subtracting 2/3 of that number. And it says that this is the same thing. So again, that's just a fancy way of saying that it equals 1/4 of that number plus 10. So 1/4 of that number, again, that word of means to multiply. So 1/4 of that number is 1/4 of x. And it says that we are going to add 10 to it. So 1/4 of that number plus 10. So this entire thing right here is the equation that we would get when we translated this.